Can't walk far? These 5 vacations changed my life after 70. Have you ever caught yourself dreaming about a vacation, only to see it and think, I just can't do all that walking anymore? Maybe you've seen photos of friends hiking through Europe or climbing steps at some ancient ruin and thought, that used to be me. Or perhaps you never had the chance to travel much when you were younger, and now it feels like the window is closing because your legs aren't quite as strong or your energy fades a little faster. If that's you, you're not alone and you're not out of options. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. You don't have to hike mountain trails or walk 10 blocks a day just to enjoy a truly unforgettable trip. Travel after 60 doesn't have to be about how far you can walk. It can be about how deeply you can enjoy. And believe me, there are places designed with you in mind, places where you can take in the beauty of the world, taste incredible food, meet kind people, and make lasting memories, all without pushing your body too far. In today's video, I want to share with you 5 amazing vacation ideas that are absolutely perfect for seniors who have mobility challenges or simply prefer a slower pace. These aren't just places you can visit. They're places where you can thrive, where every part of the experience is tailored to comfort, ease, and joy. Let's start with one that's close to home, easy to access, and surprisingly full of charm. Imagine a long, slow ride through the countryside. You're seated by a wide window, sunlight pouring in, a gentle rocking motion as the world rolls by. There's no rushing from gate to gate, no security lines, no lifting bags overhead. Just you, your favorite snack, and a view that stretches for miles. I'm talking about scenic train vacations. Whether it's the California Zephyr winding through the Rocky Mountains or the coastal starlight hugging the Pacific Ocean, train travel is one of the most senior-friendly ways to see the country. The best part? You can walk just a few feet from your seat into a dining car or sit back and let the landscape change while you relax in comfort. You can book accessible cabins, even sleeper cars if you'd like to lie down and take a nap while the train gently hums through the night. But maybe you're craving something more luxurious, less about the journey and more about pampering yourself. In that case, have you ever considered an all-inclusive resort? These gems are scattered all over, Florida, the Caribbean, even spots in Mexico that cater specifically to older adults. You arrive, check in, and from that moment on, everything is taken care of. Meals, entertainment, beautiful rooms, and often mobility assistance are part of the package. You can wake up to the sound of the ocean, take a short stroll or a ride in a resort buggy to breakfast, and spend the day lounging by the pool or joining a gentle stretching class. There's no pressure to go anywhere or do anything strenuous. You just choose what feels good in the moment. And if you want to explore a little, many resorts offer shuttle services to local markets or attractions, often in air-conditioned comfort, so you never have to worry about overexerting yourself. These vacations aren't just about avoiding discomfort. They're about embracing a new kind of freedom. A freedom that comes with not having to do what everyone else is doing. A freedom to say, I don't need to rush, I don't need to keep up, I'm here to enjoy. And when you give yourself that kind of permission, something magical happens. You start to relax, to laugh a little more, to feel that spark of adventure again. Not the kind that leaves you breathless or sore, but the kind that fills your heart without draining your strength. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I want to see new things, not just sit around. That's a fair thought. And here's the good news. Many vacation spots offer guided tours designed specifically for limited mobility. You can explore historical sites, visit famous cities, even take short river cruises, all with the help of staff who are trained to assist and accommodate your needs. It's not about missing out. It's about finding the right pace. We're going to explore a few more of these incredible options together because travel after 60 should be about joy, not stress. And if walking long distances isn't an option anymore, that doesn't mean the world is off limits. Far from it. It just means it's time to choose smarter, travel better, and make every step count. So stay with me because we're just getting started. There's a whole world of senior-friendly travel waiting to be discovered. And the next idea might just be the one that lights a spark in your heart. Sometimes the best way to see the world is by letting the world come to you. And if you've never tried a river cruise, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine gliding smoothly down a peaceful river, the gentle breeze brushing your face as quaint villages, vineyards, and castles roll past your window. You're on a floating hotel. Everything you need is within reach. There are no crowds, no marathon walks, no getting lost in a city trying to find your way back to the hotel. You wake up in a new destination each morning, and the only thing you have to worry about is whether you want tea or coffee with breakfast. Unlike ocean cruises, which can feel overwhelming with thousands of passengers and endless decks, river cruises are cozy, calm, and intimate. Most have less than 200 guests. That means less walking, fewer lines, and more personal attention. And many of them, especially those through Europe like the Danube or the Seine, offer accessible excursions. Whether it's a short stroll through a flower market or a leisurely guided tour of a charming town square, the focus is on enjoyment, not endurance. And for those who prefer to stay on board, there's always a quiet lounge, a good book, and often a stunning view waiting. There's something special about that kind of travel. You don't just see places, you soak them in. There's no rush to get it all in. There's just time, something we value even more as we grow older. Time to reflect, to observe, to connect with the people around us. Fellow travelers who understand the joy of slowing down, of listening to a story rather than snapping a photo and hurrying on. And let's talk about another vacation idea that's often overlooked, but incredibly rewarding. Wellness retreats tailored to seniors. You might be thinking, a retreat? Isn't that just yoga and green smoothies? Well, yes and no. The right retreat isn't about turning you into a super flexible guru. It's about restoring you. These retreats focus on relaxation, healing, and gentle movement, and many are located in places where nature takes center stage. Quiet mountains, forest lodges, or peaceful seaside towns. The beauty of a wellness retreat is that everything is done with care. You don't need to move fast. You don't need to do anything that feels uncomfortable. Many offer massage therapy, mobility-focused classes, even nutritional cooking demonstrations, all with an emphasis on aging gracefully and living well. And best of all, you're surrounded by people who are also looking to recharge and reconnect with themselves, with their bodies, and with the peace that sometimes slips away in our daily routines. You might find yourself in a rocking chair on a porch overlooking the hills, wrapped in a soft shawl, sipping herbal tea, while someone leads a discussion on living with purpose after 60. Or maybe you're dipping your feet in a warm mineral spring, feeling aches you've carried for years slowly melt away. That's not just vacation, that's healing. And after a lifetime of responsibilities, that kind of nurturing is more than deserved. But let's not forget that sometimes the best vacation isn't far away at all. It might be just a few hours from home. A senior-friendly city break can be the perfect escape. Cities like San Diego, Charleston, or Santa Fe offer everything from accessible museums to relaxing scenic drives and waterfront views, all without the chaos of a sprawling metropolis. Take Charleston, for example. It's filled with historic charm, horse-drawn carriages, and shady benches under ancient oak trees. You can enjoy the beauty of a centuries-old town without ever needing to rush. Many of these cities offer hop-on, hop-off bus tours or even carriage rides, so you can see the sights without ever breaking a sweat. There are quiet cafes where you can enjoy a slice of pie, coastal boardwalks where you can roll or stroll slowly with the breeze, and friendly locals who are always happy to share a bit of local history. And here's something I want you to remember. Needing to slow down doesn't make your travel dreams less valid. It just means the experience changes, and in many ways it deepens. You start noticing things you might have rushed past years ago. The color of a sunset, the way a stranger's smile lingers, the comfort of not having to prove anything to anyone. Travel after 60 isn't about conquering the world. It's about connecting with it in a gentler, wiser way. And that's exactly what these vacation ideas offer. Whether it's watching the world drift by on a river cruise, unwinding your worries at a retreat, or savoring a slow afternoon in a charming town square, You're not missing out. You're choosing experiences that match where you are in life. You've earned that choice. You've lived through the noise and the pressure. Now it's time to travel in a way that feels nourishing. Comfort and adventure don't have to be opposites. They can live side by side when the journey is shaped around what you need. Now let's talk about one more vacation idea that might just surprise you, because it's not about going to one place. It's about going wherever your heart leads you from the comfort of your own seat. I'm talking about road trips. Yes, road trips with accessibility in mind. You might be thinking, road trips? Isn't that exhausting? But today's road trip doesn't have to mean driving for hours without stopping or roughing it in motels. It can be tailored completely around what you're comfortable with, and that's the beauty of it. Imagine this. You plan a scenic route, maybe along the Blue Ridge Parkway, through New England's coastal towns, or even a quiet journey around the Great Lakes. You pick charming inns or accessible bed and breakfast with ramps, wide doorways, and friendly hosts. You stop when you want, nap when you need to, and explore at your own rhythm. No airport stress, no schedules, just the open road, your favorite snacks in the passenger seat, a playlist of old favorites playing softly, and maybe your spouse or a dear friend beside you sharing stories from years past. There's something deeply healing about being in control of your journey, choosing when to pause, when to push forward, and what little side roads to wander down. It reminds you that you're still the one writing your story. And there are so many senior-friendly travel guides and apps now that highlight routes with accessible attractions, rest stops, and hotels that truly understand your needs. It's not about how far you go. It's about how fully you experience the ride. And when you get there, wherever there is, you'll realize something powerful. It's not your legs that make the journey meaningful. It's your spirit, your curiosity, your decision to keep discovering, even if it looks different than it used to. So let's take a breath here and reflect on everything we've explored together. You've got scenic train rides that let the landscapes come to you without a single step required. All-inclusive resorts where relaxation is the main attraction. River cruises that float you gently through beautiful countries with your every need taken care of. Wellness retreats that aren't about pushing harder, but about slowing down, healing, and reconnecting. City getaways with just enough charm and just the right pace. And road trips designed by you for you. You see, travel doesn't stop just because your knees ache or your energy runs lower than it used to. It transforms, it adapts. And when you travel in a way that honors your body and your soul, something incredible happens. You don't just see new places, you rediscover a part of yourself. The part that still laughs easily, wonders often, and appreciates the quiet beauty of a slow sunrise. I want you to hold on to this. You are not done exploring. Whether it's a quiet bench in a garden or a lazy boat ride through a sleepy river town, your next adventure could be the most meaningful one yet. Not because it's grand or daring, but because it feels good, feels right, and reminds you that joy isn't measured in miles walked. So tell me, what kind of travel calls to your heart these days? Is it a cozy train ride with a cup of tea in hand? A peaceful cruise down a European river? Or maybe it's just getting in the rolling down the window and watching the world drift by one town at a time. Share your thoughts in the comments. I truly want to hear from you. And if this video gave you a new idea or a little spark of inspiration, don't forget to click that like button. It helps more than you know. And if you want more gentle, practical advice on living your best life after 60, go ahead and subscribe. We've got so many beautiful journeys still ahead of us, and I'd love to take them with you. Remember this, you don't have to walk far to go far. You just have to choose to go. And I hope wherever you go next, it brings you comfort, joy, and that wonderful feeling of being alive and free. Here's to living fully, traveling gently, and embracing every beautiful step, no matter how small. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If this video gave you something to think about or made you smile, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom every week. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and join the conversation. Your voice matters. Your story matters. Until next time, stay wise, stay kind, and take care.